Good morning. We are in Cozumel today. It is day 3. I set an alarm for us to wake up at 8 and we snoozed it, and then woke up at 9. And then they came over the ship's system and said, just keep in mind, Cozumel is an hour ahead of us. So for them, it's 9. For us, it's 8. So actually, we are up right when I wanted us to be. And if you can see, there's port. Anyway, we are going to find coffee, and we just put our little beach bag together. So we're bringing cash, 2 towels, because the resort charges $5 each towel to rent them. The way this place works is you pay a deposit. I think I paid like $18 or $25 to deposit on this reservation. Then you pay the balance when you get there, which will be $94. So I have cash for that because I've read that they do cash and card, and I've read some things that they only want cash. So we'll have the option of either. Then I have a $20 bill for each way on the taxi ride and a $20 or $40 to tip depending on the service at this place. We will be there all day, and we both avoid the sun really, so we won't be out under blazing sun, but we're supposed to have a palapa, I think is what they call it, which is the nice tiki umbrella. We may test if we can take coffee off, because you want coffee, right? Yeah, that's kind of our first priority to make our heads work before we go catching a taxi in Mexico. I'm a little scared of that, honestly. Anyway, we'll see you at Nachi Cocom. That's not customs. No, that's just the ship checking us off. Some ports I've had them take your passport because they actually look at each passenger's passport. Yeah. Well, we are off the ship. It's 8:30 in the morning. Hang on, look at how blue this water is. That's under a huge cruise ship. You can still see the bright blue. Wow. Made it to Nachi Cocom. Look at this. Woo. Oh, the water feels so nice. Oh my gosh. Very much.
You're welcome. My name is Manuel. I'll be your waiter for today.
Gracias. Thank you. Cheers. We're in our palapa, I think it's what it's called, or palapa. And we got our first drink. People next to us ordered a sangria and it sounded really good. So that's what we got. Cheers. Manuel is our waiter and it's right on it. I think it's supposed to reach like 84 to 86 degrees today. So it's perfect for sitting outside. It's like right at my comfort level. You can see down the beach. I think that might be Mr. Santos with the white inflatables. I'm happy we're here. Menu. So everything on here is included with our prepaid price. Looks really good. John is concerned about the Wi-Fi, so we're going to ask when he comes back. We ordered guacamole, nachos, and cheese sticks. Gosh, this cheese looks really good. John's got a pink and coconutty Mai Tai. I have a Bahama Mama.
Do not get me lounging like a shamu. No.
So it is 12:28 ship time. No, 12:28 Cozumel time. And so only 11:30 in the morning on the ship. We ordered our first round of food and finished it. The nachos were really good. There was a pit. Did you have an olive on the guacamole? There was a green olive in the guacamole, at least one of them, with a big pit in it. That was strange. Everything else was really good. And the chips are thick, so even if you let your nachos sit for a while, they're not going to get soggy.
Soggy nachos.
Yeah.
Garage band name.
Anyway, so we just placed our second round of food order for lunch. John's getting beef fajitas.
Si.
And I'm getting quesadilla.
Si.
And then we have, well, did you order a beer?
Si.
Soul and lime. It's a really nice, beautiful day, and we just talked to someone from our ship at the swim up bar in the pool. We'll do a walkthrough of this area. But anyway, they normally can have up to 140 here a day, and the girl told us that they have 110. There are only 3 ships in port today. They had 7 here yesterday. We lucked out with a real quiet afternoon. Highly recommend this place. Do you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
These hammocks. Oh, I think I got a little bit of color today, actually. I can see it already. What a cool tan line to have. Huh. It is only 1 o'clock ship time, but I think we're probably within an hour of heading out. John ordered quesadillas because the last order I ate all of them. I got a pina colada because I heard a guy order it next to me and he said I would like a pina colada with a floater. Then John, I've been saying I want a green or a blue drink, and we saw this really pretty blue drink go by. Look at that. And John asked, what is that? Oh, a blue margarita. I would recommend the pina colada if you're coming here. It's very good. We're gonna head back to the pier in time to do a little bit of shopping before we get on. We couldn't have chosen a better place to do our afternoon, or our morning actually. We're gonna be back on the ship by afternoon. Nachi Cocom is a winner. Here's our last food item. The cheese sticks and the quesadillas are made with that really delicious cheese. I don't know what it is, but it must be a Mexican cheese. It is different than, like, it's not a sharp flavor, but it's very strong. Yeah, it's strong, and it's a very gooey cheese. It's just, oh, so good. And I've never had cheese sticks made out of that. Couldn't ask for a better day. It's like perfect weather. Yeah.
Down past Paradise Beach.
Oh yeah, and past Playa Mia. We're back on board. I wonder if you can tell where my swimsuit hit. We were under, I don't know if palapa is the word, but that's what I've been calling it all day. We were under our palapa the whole time, except for while we were in the pool and in the ocean. It is about 4 o'clock Cozumel time, so only 3 o'clock ship time. There's an hour and a half before everyone needs to be back on board. We have Izumi for dinner tonight. I just threw my dress on for the evening. The ice skating show is happening again tonight. Tomorrow's our last day at sea. We'll see what we can jam into the remaining time that we have. We're gonna go find a location on board where we can watch for pier runners, because you have to really work at it to be a pier runner in Cozumel when the ships are an hour behind local time. I mean, you have to miss the goal by a long shot in order to arrive late. We're on the 5th floor on our way to get pizza, and it looks like everybody else that's on deck now has the same idea. I think there are about 30 people in line. Let me go to get some. We actually are having dinner in here tonight, but we have a few hours, and yeah, I got hungry once we were back on board. Anyway, they do not have the pizza place figured out the way they do on the bigger ships, and it's really chaotic and a crazy long line and unnecessary to take that long to go through. But we got food. Cheers.
Customs person is rolling
clip of us.
Oh shit, there's more.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I think that was the last one on our ship. Yeah, that was the last one.
Well, they got everybody on the list.
We don't really have a schedule. We're going back to Galveston. Mexico.
Yeah, the brown and the blue.
They don't seem,
And I guess the other two guys.
so you're
Go
fine.
away.
At least they're hurrying. At least more girls hurrying.
Yeah. She's making up for the whole family now. Her legs are half as long. We get to take off first because our pier runners finished first. Such a huge thing. You can still see all the way to the bottom underneath. Oh, the submarine.
We went down 100 feet
Really?
in the submarine and saw like the reefs and a sunken ship and all kinds of stuff.
We're sailing out of Cozumel, and we were talking earlier about how it would be impossible to do pier running on a ship like this when you're an hour behind local time on the ship. We had, I think, 5 pier runner groups, and they're taking luggage off of the ship right now of somebody that I don't think made it for the celebrity ship. Well, it is about 5 o'clock on ship time. Look at this beautiful view. We just crossed over from watching the pier runners and saw this on the other side. What a perfect day here. It's been awesome. We're gonna go to dinner next and we'll show you the sushi that we get. Wow.
Walk half down. This is this. Absolutely. It's pretty. Right side.
We just placed our orders and noticed several things missing from this menu compared to Grander. They didn't have the pot stickers that were on the appetizer option. Whatever we got for appetizers did not sound very good compared to the Grander. The dessert doesn't include the option for the sesame balls, which John really likes. And actually I tried them and thought they were pretty good. We asked the waitress if they had them and she didn't know what we were talking about. John noticed the menu said 2021 on it, so maybe they have not updated or expanded this menu to match what's on Grandeur. We have our edamame. And we'll show you when the meal comes out.
Hot chocolate.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kampai.
Here's the miso soup, which we didn't try last time. It was on the menu and included, but we were a little excited about the sushi. This is the champagne roll. John has the firecracker roll. That's a lot. And it's so good. There's the baked lobster roll. There's the sashimi. We are having her package up the leftovers because we couldn't eat all that and we need to be at a show in 25 minutes. We're in Studio B now. The show should be starting in like 3 minutes. And they do one more of these tonight, like at 9. Izumi was not a good experience. I'm not happy with it. And it doesn't compare at all to the experience on Grandeur. I would not recommend going there on this ship. It's just too small. Not quiet. They had a guy playing loud guitar or something, singing. It was horrible. And then we had this family next to us. It was just both sides was not good. But we did get a to-go bag, so we have basically our whole meal to eat in the room because we would rather do that than sit where we were. So anyway, here is the everybody. It is only 8:06 ship time, but we've had a long day. We accidentally woke up at 8 thinking it was 9. We're calling it a night. I'm going to put a clip in here from the ice skating show. At the beginning of every performance, they come over the loudspeaker and explain not to use a flash while you record video. And when you hear them telling that, it's like, who are they talking to? Who doesn't know that? And when it happens, the people around them should say, excuse me, turn off your flash, you idiot. We got there 5 minutes before the show began, found a couple seats at the very back, and it's a beautiful show, as it always is with Royal Ice Skating. It blows my mind. But 10 minutes in, this woman walks in loudly while these beautiful performers are out doing their ice skating, says, gosh, this is a real small room and it's so packed in here. Loud. And then she walks over next to us and pulls her phone out and starts videotaping up and down, John pointed out, not side to side, up and down on her camera phone with the flash on, competing with the spotlight that they were using to highlight the performers. And I dared John to take a flash photo of her before we left because I wanted the thumbnail of the video to be her face lit up and maybe going when the light flashed in her eyes. But we went to the casino. This casino is more brutal than Allure of the Seas, which is saying something. But they have a really cool theme in this casino that's kind of like a movie, old school movie theater. So when you walk in, there is a popcorn girl statue and then there's a guy, like, it looks like it's a cigarette ashtray thing, but it has a no cigarette sign on it, meaning don't use this as an ashtray. And what's there? 4 or 5 burned out cigarettes that someone put out in that thing. I mean, you had to have looked and reached over the do not put a cigarette out here sign to put your cigarette out there. almost, but not quite as bad as the people using the hand sanitizer to put out their cigarettes on a lure. That, I don't know if anyone can ever beat that. We're gonna wake up early tomorrow because we have our full sea day before we get back to Galveston. Anyway, see you in the morning, and hopefully this turns into a tan by then. Good night.